Elon 8, live dot, Sid 2, 47.
Captain Whitaker. I'm gonna ask you just to stretch out and relax. Have you on the ground in 40 minutes.
Feeling all right.
Power back! Power back!
I have no control of myself.
Are we going down?
This is Southjet 227. We are in a dive.
Southjet 227.
I see nothing but houses.
Kevin, listen to me. Trim us nose down. We're gonna roll it.
What do you mean rolling?
Ready? Here we go.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the after party. I'm CannonHotep. Riding alongside me, as always, my man Jay Pylon. Oh, wrong one. There we go. What's going on, Jay?
Wait a second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You good. You in there. You in there. Oh man, y'all see that? That was the new DEI preview of that of the Charlie Kirk movie. Black men can't fly.
Oh man, shoot, Charlie Kirk bugging.
Yo, I was like, why is everybody tripping on Charlie Kirk today? And then I seen that clip. I said, oh Lord.
Well, I said in the chat, I said, he saw the Soul Plane trailer. And that's all it took.
That's all it took. Oh Lord, you're gonna have a 6'6" guy with dreadlocks smoking marijuana in the cockpit.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Diggity Doug. Snoop-a-loop.
Snoop Dogg's European. He's more European than anything else. They did a test on his ancestry. It was in the news this week or last week. It said Snoop Dogg went to go do this ancestry test, and he's related to some famous European
Sir
Dutch
Snoopeth
people or
of
something
Wales.
like that. Huh?
Sir Snoopeth of Wales.
Yes, that's right. He's probably a knight. Night somewhere. He's knighted. Oh yeah, that's right, because have you seen that trend online? They were taking pictures of Snoop Dogg, and they were after that news came out, and they were making him white.
Oh word! Oh my god!
If you can find that, look that up. Look that up. It's what it is. But I got a picture of him too. That so in his house, in Snoop Dogg's mansion. He showed this a long while back ago. But he has this whole gallery of him as in all these like knighthood attire and European attire on his wall, because he traced his ancestry before, and he said he knows that they told him that he was related to like the, I don't know, William Shakespeare or somebody, something like that. Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Little Lord Fauntleroy. Oh my gosh. Little lad that likes berries and cream. Berries and cream. Hey. Oh my gosh.
Snoop Will.
Yeah, man. But if
him and Martha was getting along good.
Exactly. Little too well. But for those of you who don't know, this is what your boy Charlie Kirk said today. Or was it today? I guess it was today.
And that's why I think this United story and the DEI story hits so hard, because we've all been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits, or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off. And I feel better now thinking about that. No, I mean, like,
you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Well, that's the
you
game
wouldn't have
theory
done
I'm
that.
talking
You
about.
wouldn't have. You wouldn't have done that before.
That's not an immediate.
No, you wouldn't
that's
have done
not
that
who I
before.
am. That's
No.
not what I believe.
It is the reality the left has
but
created.
It's not who I am. You just said it, motherfucker. Like, it's not who I am. This is not what I believe. You just said that that's what you would think. So how's that not who you are or what you believe, Charlie? Clearly that's what you are and what you believe. You done drank the Kool-Aid so bad that now you see any black person in a position of like responsibility, you automatically thinking that this motherfucker's supposed to tap dance with a goddamn broom.
They're not qualified. That's
Yeah.
what he was getting at, right? They're not qualified. They just got them in there on an airplane. Now the airplane, my dad's into that piloting stuff.
You hope they're qualified if they're running a Ferris wheel at the local fucking carnival. That's when you hope they're qualified. Charlie.
Yeah, they got overqualifications if they're an airline pilot. That book, have you seen some of those books? Like, the books are thick. They're like, you gotta read books like this thick, and you gotta stay up to date. You gotta know all the little verbiage to talk with the tower.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff. My dad's a pilot.
You hope right. Like it's like, clearly if you're a pilot, you've done it. You know
Plus
what I mean?
you gotta have all those hours. It's like 1,300 hours or more. Mm-hmm. That you gotta sit. Not only do you gotta do the flight simulator, you gotta put in hours on the flight simulator. Then you have to go put it in the little planes, the little Cessnas and all that stuff. You gotta fly all kinds of stuff. You work your way up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Here you go. Massa Charlie. I hope they're oh my gosh, I hope Tyrone's qualified. You see his arm tattoos? Like, really though?
Did you Unc and HJ had really good, what was the bars that Unc had, right? Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear what Unc said.
Shoot. I can't repeat it word for word. Maybe the chat's got my back. But Unc, he was he was on point. And so was HJ. I hope the chat can put it in there what they said exactly at the toward the tail end of it. Oh, that black pilot's more white than Charlie Kirk if you're ever to be flying the plane. How many black folks do you know sitting there saying, when I grow up, I want to be an airline pilot? You hear about, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a football star, NFL,
Right.
I want to be the QB. I want to be the next Jordan. I want to be the next Braun. Something like that. You hear that a lot though, everywhere you go.
Yeah,
my son is talking about he wants to be a police officer.
The one that don't want to go to jail. Jail. Ah!
Oh, not that little one.
Oh
man.
But Charlie Kirk tripping, like why would you say that? Like, it's like, you don't say that out loud. Like, that. Like, I don't know what he thought that he was kind of like who was going to back that. Like, oh, clearly your boy Brandon Tatum was like, Charlie Kirk's 100% right. Like,
was he?
No, yeah, Brandon Tatum said
board.
that shit. Yeah, he was on board with it. Of course he was on board with it. Charlie Kirk used to write him a check.
No, you can't. Oh, I see. Yeah, but you can't. Like Jonas said, like DEI and deity and deus and all that stuff. You can't God level your way into the airline pilot.
No, you can't. Maybe flight attendant. You might have got your job because you knew somebody or because you was black and you're a flight attendant. If you can't teach a motherfucker to pull the fucking the ripcord on your inflatable floaty, like, you know what I mean? Like, you might have got okay. But pilot,
you gotta put in work.
You gotta put no. I'm not gonna show up. CannonHotep ain't showing up to United Airlines or Spirit for that matter, and go I'm trying to get that I'm trying to get that pilot position.
And you can't get that spot either in the oil field either. So I knew a guy that came straight out the pen, and he was the only black guy that got hired on at the in the oil field around out here at one of our big derricks. You got to work hard out there. You got to pull pipe and all. Pause. You gotta run hard. It's a rough job. It's that's why they call it roughnecking. It's a rough job. You be covered in dirt. Like, it could be snowing, it could be hailing, a tornado could be coming. You got to be out there getting that oil. and getting, like it's not a job where you could flub your way into it and just be a DEI hire, and neither is the airline industry. It's certain jobs out there that you just can't. You got to show and prove.
Exactly. Like
one of them.
First off, what the fuck is going on with Charlie Kirk's hair? Charlie Kirk looked like a newborn. His hair looks like a newborn baby. Like he looks like he looks like Baby Huey. First off, Charlie, let it go. I don't know what the fuck you trying to do with your hair here. You look crazy.
They're like little kids. Yeah. Like HJ said, these are like little kids. These are not the grown men.
Charlie looked like he in his
looking for.
Charlie looked like he in his terrible twos.
Right. They got temper tantrums. I bet they can't change any tires.
Oh my gosh.
Bet they can't charge any batteries. Probably can't even fix computers.
Oh, my man, just Josh in the building. What's going on? Is it Cannon, Abbott, or Potato? Oh my gosh, yo. Charlie look like he in his terrible twos, yo. That shit is hilarious. 18 months, Charlie Kirk hair age. Yo, but you're right though. It takes a lot to become a pilot. To think that they're just going to fucking skirt past this shit like fucking like a bus driver, is asinine to say. And like I get where he's going with it. I get he's talking about all of these
like
jobs
the
out here.
Is pushing this, that, and the third.
Right.
But
equity. I get it, but come on.
This just shows you the fact that they don't know the culture. They don't know anybody other than that little circle that they got right in there. A little kid-minded circle that they got going. They don't know anybody.
I mean,
else.
I don't know about you, but when I walk down the street, I hope that black man doesn't have a Glock with a switch in his dip. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, come on, Charlie.
I'm pretty. Yeah, that's where they're at.
That's what it is. It's like now
because they were co-signing. They were co-signing this rather than one person being amongst them that was like, nah, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know the qualifications that you have to go through.
He fucking around and been a fucking combat vet. He might have flown more tours than anybody. You don't know, Charlie.
Yeah.
Now if he a black pilot on Spirit, I might have to agree with Charlie. If it's a black pilot, did you see the clip where they said he was sitting on the Spirit airline, the Spirit airline flight for like an hour and a half and no pilot?
Without
no pilot. He just was sitting there in the fucking tarmac, no pilot for an hour and a half. I was like, damn, that must be a black pilot. That nigga late.
That's terrible. What the heck? I'm not gonna co-sign any of it.
Oh man, they said Spirit Airlines is the Nissan Altima of airlines.
Is that the airline? So did you fly?
Yes, I've flown Spirit, unfortunately, a few times.
Flown Spirit?
Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
No. It's like jump seats. Them seats hurt.
The seats were paid for.
Yes, they were, bro.
How was the service?
The service was a la carte. The service was a la carte. That's what the service was, yo. Oh my gosh, yeah. Spirit Airlines, yo. I do not. Spirit and Frontier. Put it like that. Can't do it no more. Oh man. Federale says Spirit Airlines is the sole plane of airlines. Oh man, that shit is funny. But yeah, Charlie Kirk was way off base with that one. He was fucking tripping with that one. I don't even know why he thought he was cool to say that shit. I hope they're qualified. Hey, nigga, this ain't this ain't a school bus driver, right? This ain't the fucking CDLs. Like no, I'm sure they're qualified. You know what I mean? You know, clearly they're all not going to be Sully Sullenberger. You know what I mean? Landing in the Hudson River upside down and not killing nobody, whatever the fuck he did. You know, but come on, Charlie. Get it together. They're putting what? Black women in front, so if you bring it up, you're racist. I would fly Frontier easy over Spirit. What? It's the same. To me, Frontier and Spirit is the same. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Montoya said, obviously, you don't know about the Tuskegee Airmen. Exactly. Or the airman from Sojourner Douglas College. No, let me stop. Oh, man. Get your opportunity for the community. Sojourner Douglas College. Anybody know that? Anybody remember that shit? Anybody had a Sojourner Douglas College in their area?
Oh, no.
Those pilots, what Gary Owens say? Those pilots was the Variety class of February. Oh, man.
I gotta send you this. I don't know if you saw the Chicago rat hole. Have you seen about the Chicago rat hole?
Nah, send that to me.
All right. So obviously, people are flocking to this hole that is in the shape of a rat in Chicago. And they're getting their pictures taken there. They're getting married there. They think it was like a sign.
What was it, like some Banksy shit? Did Banksy do it?
No, it's a rat. It's a rat that got pounded into the pavement.
The rat that got pounded into the pavement. Hold on, the rat. Where's it go? Is this it? Okay, so, or you can see this. What am I looking at, Jay? Which one is it? This one? Does it matter?
I just looked at it. I mean, throw it up on the screen. I guess it doesn't matter. Hopefully, they got the same stuff on all of them.
Rat-shaped hole brings chaos. I said, hold on. Rat-shaped hole brings chaos to Chicago streets. What? Tormenting neighbors. I want to see this rat-shaped hole. A rat-shaped hole in the Chicago sidewalk has become a viral sensation, attracting thousands of visitors to the neighborhood street it occupies. That has tormented the people who actually live there, according to a woman whose home is just feet away from the impression, and resulted in numerous calls to the police. Okay, so I thought they was pissed off about the rat hole. They pissed off about the people that's coming to see the rat hole fucking up the neighborhood.
Yeah, everyone's coming out there taking pictures, doing Instagram, TikToks, and
pulling
getting
titties
married.
off for beads and shit. Oh God!
Yeah. Where's the picture of it? It looks like a rat got smashed into the pavement and it made an impression. Where's the rat picture?
That is funny. They put a pack of Marlboro Reds. Oh my gosh! Hold on, where's the hole though? Is this it?
There it is. Look, it looks just like a rat.
Oh shit! It do like
click
a rat.
Click on there and see if you can see what it looks like. There it goes. See the tail and all.
Oh, that is a rat smashed into the pavement.
Yeah, he was trying to get across the street and.
But what if it's a squirrel and of course it's two gay men that got married at the fucking rat hole. Jesus, Mary. And they throwing coins and shit down on it? Was that old bubble gum?
They're doing all kind of rituals over there.
What if it ain't a rat? What if it was like, no, it's not. That's a rat. But say, what if it was a squirrel? That's a rat.
It's got that long tail. That long tail. That's a rat.
That's a big fucking rat.
They got big rats out there, don't they?
So what you think happened to this rat? They dropped that bitch from the top of the roof like Wile E. Coyote?
It came up with a cartoon scenario.
Shout out to my man Brandon Looney Tunes fan in the building. Yo, did they drop him from the top of the roof like fucking Wile E. Coyote and he went splat into the concrete? Is that what happened?
R.I.P. to that rat. You know what?
Man,
I can't call it crazy. But I would think that maybe like the ice and the temperature of the pavement may have, been where it could crack open like that.
No,
whenever that rat got smushed.
That rat got smushed in some fresh concrete.
You think so?
Had to.
In some fresh one?
Had to be.
No, I don't know.
Or somebody fucking around and they done scraped out, they done fucking carved that like that.
With the tail though?
I mean, I don't know. We got some fucking, like I said, Banksy might have went to Chicago.
Banksy didn't do this. Don't give this to Banksy.
Get it
Banksy credit for
get that to Chicago Municipal.
It's their latest art creation, huh?
But that's what I don't understand. Like at a glance, like you would have to really because at first when I just clicked on it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's it. But who the fuck was just walking like, damn it?
I saw this all over. I saw this all over Twitter and the news and stuff like that. So Only reason I really bring it up is because Lamar Jackson was born in the year of the rat.
Oh
And I think that this is a part of the rituals they're doing up.
Oh Lord.
I think that we're gonna see Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Oh goodness gracious. Here we go. And probably I can't hold you on that. Maybe.
It's gonna be the 49ers and it's gonna be the Ravens. Every
Somebody said
year of the Dragon, the Ravens have won the Super Bowl. You go back and look at it. It's the year of the Dragon, and this is the year of the Dragon again.
I don't want me to really. Damn, I done fucked up the damn joke. y'all don't really want to unleash the dragon.
Who was it that was singing that? He's the dun. Cisco, that was it.
My cousin friends with him. Cisco was in his wedding and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usher was born in the year of the Libra, so he's a balance of the scales. And Lamar Jackson, he's a rat, and shoot, they got all this rat news. I figured they're just trying to tell us that it's gonna be the Ravens and the 49ers. But it's so what was it? The first year, the year of the green dragon, the Ravens win. The year of the metal dragon, the Ravens win. And now we're here in the year of the wood dragon. So what's gonna happen? The Ravens gonna win.
Hey.
We're gonna see the Ravens back in the Super Bowl again, and it's gonna be against the 49ers.
Let's get it. Retro Neon with the $10 super chat. I appreciate. Oh, damn it, wrong one.
You're hitting all kind of buttons tonight.
I know, right? I'm heavy on the pause button. About this Charlie Kirk thing, people say that he was talking black people based off of merit. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like we should talk about real problems like Biden and the border. I agree. That is a fucking problem. We're gonna get to that. We were talking about that last night.
Who is that people? See, I don't even watch
Jack Posobiec.
I don't watch those characters, right? Like, I don't watch Charlie and Jack. I watch the Hoteps.
You damn right.
I find some militant stuff and some conspiracy stuff to watch, and that's about it, you know. But and so I don't listen to them jokers because they obviously don't have a clue. Over here, lost in the sauce.
Exactly. You got people out here fucking getting married next to a fucking imprint of a rat. Like what? How like? You have to really have nothing going on in your life to make a fucking pilgrimage to fucking Chicago to take a picture. I'm sure there's plenty of these fucking rat holes in New York City. Why don't you go to New York City and watch the little terriers go fight rats in the alley?
Ooh.
You ain't never see that special they had on HBO?
That's old school, huh?
You ain't see that? Like they had like these little terriers they be taking in the alley, they be fucking up the rats. Sometimes the rats be whooping their ass though.
But it sounds like something I saw on Vice.
It might have been Vice actually. Maybe it was.
When that one actor that died was running all those specials over there with Vice and them.
Yeah.
Seems like I saw a bunch of those different ones with him.
These motherfuckers out here getting married next to a rat hole. That is crazy. Oh man. So
these things happen.
Yeah. Did you hear HJ and them talking about the Boule restaurants? HJ talking about either you're gonna eat at a food truck or you're gonna eat at Ruth's Chris.
I meet every one of y'all fancy. I don't know what y'all talking about. I eat at the back porch.
The back porch and Chuck and Them's. I want to come to Oklahoma just to eat at Chuck and Them's. We should all fly to Oklahoma, buy a house on a tax sale, and eat at Chuck and Them's at the back porch.
Where's my water?
We all fly to everybody in the chat.
Took me out with that.
Everybody in the chat, we gonna fly to Oklahoma, right? Oh shit, I forgot all about what's the name. Did I start that shit? I ain't even start Rumble. Oh damn.
You didn't start Rumble.
I didn't start Rumble. I just
slacking on your grifting.
I'm slacking.
Premature griftulation.
I'm sorry, Rumble. We've been going for about 30 minutes.
Rumble's over there looking.
Head over to YouTube and see the first 30 minutes, and then you can come back. I apologize, people. I apologize. Oh man, but nah, HJ talking about, either you go to the food truck or you go to Ruth's Chris. I don't do no in between. Like, man, there's so many good restaurants in between, steakhouses. First off, Texas Roadhouse is premium eating. All right, it's top tier eating.
Unc was mentioning
Longhorn. I don't like Longhorn. Longhorn okay. Like I'm not a fan of Longhorn. That's my father's favorite steakhouse. Right? Like now, my father can afford to go wherever he want to go. Right? It was at one point my father was eating at Fogo de. I don't know how the fuck you say it. Fogo de Chow or Fogo de Shon. They say Fogo de Shon, but they should say Chow. I'm saying Chow. My father used to eat at Fogo de Chow on a daily. Like it was,
I don't know what.
Like he was getting.
It Baltimore spot only?
No, it's a Brazilian steakhouse. They all over the place. But my father used to eat there on a daily, like he was getting his Grand Slam breakfast from Denny's. And Fogo de Chao is not cheap, by no stretch. Like people wait for restaurant week to go to Fogo de Chao. That's what it costs. But he preferred Longhorn. He think Longhorn is the better steak. I'm like, you're tripping. Me, I'm like, Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, first off, going to Texas Roadhouse just for the cinnamon butter is worth it.
The biscuits.
The biscuits is worth it.
And the rolls.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Guys.
My daughter loves.
You order them rolls and biscuits?
My daughter's crazy about that roll.
And when I'm feeling real special, I pick me a steak out of the little display. Let me get that one.
Okay.
Let me get
fancy.
that one right there. I get fancy a little bit. Now, your boy, I done been to nice places. I done been to Capitol Grill and Ruth's Chris and all that other stuff. And it's a cool experience. You got to dress up a little, not even dress, business casual, and you pay $50 for some fucking mashed potatoes, and then you get a filet, and if you want it Oscar style, that's going to cost you another $150 or something like that. Like if you take a date to like Capitol Grill, and it's just you and your date, it's gonna cost you about $250. $250.
Good night.
Yeah. Right? You gotta have an in between. And Texas Roadhouse is that in between. I can take a date. Me and my wife go on a date. A little date night to Ruth's Chris, to Texas Roadhouse. I can get me that steak out of the little freezer plate or the little display. She can get what she gets. She usually get the salmon with the broccoli and stuff. Right? Give me the bread and the cinnamon butter. I'm walking out of there for about $50. All right, but tip 60, 65 a tip. I can do that. You know what I mean? What's wrong with that? At least Texas Roadhouse wasn't on that list of the women. The list of no first dates. I didn't see Texas Roadhouse
was
on there.
The Cheesecake Factory. They said don't. They didn't want to eat it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Texas Roadhouse wasn't on that list.
Man, your girl, the brick face lady, is wanted by the police. Did they catch her yet?
I don't. Ain't she in Jamaica? Then they just saw her shaking her ass in Jamaica, like she got a BBL and some more shit.
Yes, right.
Yeah, we covered. I think I covered it Monday.
Did you talk about it already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we can go back to it.
Oh,
yeah, she scammed people out of 42 stacks on GoFundMe. Yeah,
42,000. But they gave her they shut it down though. She didn't get the cash.
All I'm saying,
police said police said that they looked at the tapes and it was her running around slapping people and hitting people with bottles and stuff. And one got tossed back at her. I'd kind of like to see that video because she was out there acting crazy.
Bruh, I'm telling you. Let me see where we at. But yeah, she scamming. We been said she was scamming. We been said she was scamming.
I remember all the defenders that came to her rescue the first time she put her story out. And she was like, "Look what they did to me."
What'd you say, Fuego? I'm not going to lie. Cannon ordered the most expensive thing on the menu when I took him out. Yeah, what are you talking about? Where we go? Where we go? Oh my gosh. But yeah, yo, that lady tripping. She wilding. Like, First off, I think y'all was right. I think it was Fuego that said it, actually. I don't know if it was Fuego or was it Retro. Somebody said that she had an allergic reaction and she was fucking hamming it up trying to say she got assaulted.
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah. I thought I was the one that said I thought she's allergic to tomatoes or bee stings or something.
I know one of them said it in the chat too, though.
Did they?
Yeah. But, that's and she was just in there getting her fucking EpiPen or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And then it's funny that they had no witnesses. None.
But the police are saying that they saw the camera footage, though. So that maybe from across the street or somewhere. I don't know. And they must have seen something because they want to arrest her because she was running scams.
Drunk. She probably was drunk and tripped over that brick and fell on her fucking face. What probably happened and she tried blaming on some dude.
At least according to the police, she threw a bottle. She threw a bottle and then they, I guess, at someone and then they just threw it right back. And it bumped on her head or whatever. But I think that she.
The patriarchy. Ow, shit. Shut up, bitch. That's what happened.
She was out of line, out of pocket, out there in those streets.
She tripped.
Just trying to go viral. This the next one that happened. Did you see this? This is sad, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any sense. These guys all went over there to this party to watch the Chiefs game. And then they froze to death.
How the fuck? So they went to a house to watch the game and froze to death.
House party. Yeah, watching the Chiefs game. They were all dressed up in their Chiefs gear, came over to kick it, watch the Chiefs game, and suddenly they froze to death. How? That's right. How? Nobody knows.
The weather machine?
Nobody knows. They're trying to figure it out. It's a mystery.
Is this? Hold on. Is that the house?
Yeah, there's the guys.
They
had
to been dead already, yo. That's the only thing that makes sense. Let me read this shit. The Kansas City house with 3 Chiefs fans froze to death in the backyard. Has several large windows facing the area where 3 men died, apparently unseen by a friend who was inside for days. The fuck?
That's really rough. Like,
hold on. They froze to death in the backyard. Somebody lived there, and he was in the house for days and didn't see his friends out there dead. Real estate photos from the home's interior show 5 sets of wide ground floor windows overlooking the backyard where the frozen corpses of Jordan Willis' 3 friends languished for 2 days. Bruh. How though? They was young too. Damn.
They might have put one of them may have put some sleeping pills in their beer or something like that, right?
That's
weird. It seemed like if you're in the backyard, they're probably out there smoking or getting the grill started or something like that. If you're in the backyard at the house, it would seem like that's what you would be doing.
You would think if it was too fucking cold outside, you go knock on the door to come back in.
And you would come right back in. So that means somebody did something to them. They had to have. They had to have maybe knocked them out and dragged them out there or gave them some sleeping pills or something.
Nah, yo, that shit sound like foul play, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
That sounds.
And it's ahead. And it's right. This is like one of the big stories right ahead of the Super Bowl.
This sound like foul play. That don't make sense. Like how you just all of a sudden be outside and you don't know what's cold. Like you're not gonna have me believe that they fucking flash froze.
Oh, like the day after and like the Ghostbusters movie, the new one coming out.
Yeah. You're not gonna have me out here believing that they were flash frozen. That's just not gonna happen, Alvin. I don't know that's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, sound like a setup.
It definitely sound like a setup. I don't know. That don't make sense.
They're big guys, so I don't know. If there was a female involved, she would have had to have another guy because they look like they're hefty dudes to be dragging them outside. Because I could see like if they did have something, knockout pills or something like that in their beers and they didn't know it, or they were drinking a lot and they went out there and they collapsed in the thing and then they got locked out. Then they tried to come back in, couldn't, or whatever. I don't know. Something along those lines had to go down.
It had to, yo. It had to. Why all the so the chat stopped moving on the screen and then that shit just fucking flooded just now. I don't even know where we left off on the chat. Holy shit. I jump in, everybody talking about restaurants still. But yeah, no, something's up, yo. I don't know. I don't know. Like, something happened there. Something happened there. Because there's no way that them guys was just there and they just fucking died like that. Somebody got in a fight. Somebody got hit in the head. Who knows? Who knows?
It had to be some foul play of some kind. Or, you know what? Like, oh, yeah, but then if there's another witness, I would say if maybe there was gas, right? Like a gas leak.
Outside, though?
No, not outside. I'm saying that the outside is like the diversion. Somebody planted them out there or put them out or led them out there on purpose to let the
air the
cold be the alibi, the cold air and all that stuff. The frozen to death story, which doesn't make sense for three big sized guys. They either got hit over the head or they drank something or they were gassed.
I don't know, bro. That shit is fishy as fuck. That's fishy as fuck. I'm really sitting here trying to think about how can you went to a house party to watch the game. No, like, and I know it wasn't just y'all. Like how yeah. I want to like be like they need to fucking televise this investigation. This needs to be some first 48 shit. You need to call everybody that was at that party.
Yeah, I hope they get whoever was behind that. I hope they get them and lock them up. That's some dirt.
Oh, it's definitely highly questionable. Blunt Steph said I'll check that area for tunnels.
The tunnels? Man.
Portia Alexander, what's going on? She says, Alabama just killed someone with nitrogen gas. Yeah, I did see that. It was the first nitrogen gas public execution, right? Or execution, whatever it is, public execution. That's crazy, yo. That's nuts.
They could have hit them with the ice bullet or the nitrogen bullet or the heart attack gun or something like that, you think?
Who, these guys?
Yeah, but how did these football fans get mixed up in something that deep?
I wouldn't be shocked. When did this story come out? I wouldn't be shocked if they had like some kind of blunt force trauma. That's the only thing I can see. Or some kind of roofie.
Yeah. Overdose, like I was saying, like some bunch of sleeping pills, fentanyl, something crazy. Put that in their drink, mix it in.
Like they ain't just walk outside and just was dead.
Couldn't have.
They ain't Mount Everest. It's fucking Kansas City.
Right.
That don't make sense, guys. I'm sorry. That don't add up. 2 + 2 does not equal 5. As far as I know. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I don't know. What's your best guess? You think you know what? So you saying it's cap? You think it's cap? This is Oscar lump crab and sauce cap. Cause that's all it is. It's like Oscar style is like this center cut fillet, and it's got like this hollandaise or béarnaise sauce on it with like some asparagus and some lump crab meat, and they charge you a shit ton of money for that.
Is it real crab, not the imitation?
Sister Otis, they was outside dead, frozen to death.
Yeah, they were at a party watching the Chiefs game. They went outside, and then next thing you know, they're all dead, frozen. So there's a lot of missing information in between there that would let you know what really happened. Because if you really were just outside, you would get cold, then you would just knock on the door and come back in if it was locked. And those guys, obviously, they could probably jump over the fence or bust through the fence if they needed to. They're not just gonna sit there in a circle and sing Kumbaya and then pass away. And not gonna happen. Somebody did this to them.
Retro Neon said, Cannon, I told HJ if Hotep Con Miami happens, I'm gonna put Apex to work with and get with 4 women. Watch out now. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Here y'all go. Oh man. He pushing his supplements. Next thing you know, he's gonna come up with some fucking dick pill.
Pause.
Yeah, it might be hollandaise. Is hollandaise and béarnaise the same? What's the slight difference in hollandaise sauce and béarnaise sauce? Oh man. Roadhouse for the win, goddammit. Roadhouse for the win. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh man. Anyway. So Jay. It's getting spicy down there at the southern border, sir.
Do you think so?
It's getting spicy down there at the southern border. See if I can pull it up. So Governor Abbott put out like a letter the other day. Was it yesterday I read it, y'all?
What's that breaking news at the top about?
Where you see that shit at?
Right there at the top. It says
Alabama
something.
inmate Keith Smith put to death the nitrogen gas execution. So, here, check this out, y'all. There you go. Here go the Boulay man right here. This is the Boulay bartender. That's what the manual should change his name to, the Boulay bartender. Oh man. Anyway, so it says from Fox News, Texas Governor Abbott insists courts will side with state over feds in border battle. We can win. So let's take a look at a little bit of this and see what he's talking about. As soon as I turn the sound on.
Can you explain, what did you decide was the breaking point for you to take the steps that you did, and maybe also just back up and let people know, what are you saying about the compact between the federal government and the state of Texas today?
So it was the states that created the United States, and when the states voted to create the United States and have a constitution, included in that agreement was the compact that the federal government would take care of the states. And Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution speaks to that and says that if the federal government does not take care of the states, then the states are in danger, we can ask the federal government to live up to its obligation. Then the authors of the Constitution knew there would be times when the federal government would not live up to its duty. And so they empowered states in Article 1, Section 10, the right of self-defense. And what Texas is asserting is our Article 1, Section 10 right of self-defense, because the President of the United States is not fulfilling his duty to enforce the laws passed by Congress that deny illegal entry into the United States.
Governor, will you instruct your officers to physically prevent federal officers from accessing that part of the border?
So what Texas is doing is just very simple. And that is because the Biden administration has really, truly abdicated its responsibility to secure the border and enforce the laws. Texas very simply is securing the border. And so we put up the razor wire that you were talking about, Bill, and we put up all these barricades that actually have denied illegal entry.
You see this dude? He's just in the razor wire, just in there. He wildin'. Give us. Let me stop. He wildin'.
And as you pointed out, also in that screen, that there are criminals coming across our border. Texas has a right, as a state, to stop criminals from coming into our state, to make arrests of those criminals. And we have National Guard as well as Texas Department of Public Safety officers who are there to make those arrests and to deny illegal entry. And Joe Biden actually does have an option here. Joe Biden's option is to enforce the laws of the United States and stop this illegal entry.
Doesn't look like they're going to do that. Listen to Corinne Jean-Pierre. This is what she said about you yesterday.
Oh, shit.
It's unfortunate that there is a governor in Texas, Governor Abbott, who has politicized this issue of what's happening on the border. And it's not making people's lives safer. It's actually making it harder for law enforcement at the border to.
How? By putting up razor wire as a deterrent. How's that making it harder for law enforcement? How's it making people less safe? You talking about the people that's coming here illegally? It's supposed to make it less safe. It's supposed to be a deterrent from them coming here. If they look across the fucking Rio Grande and they see a bunch of razor wire and people with guns, guess what? They're going to try to find another way in, or they're going to turn around.
Right. I mean, we saw what the Biden administration did when them Haitians came.
They was whooping ass.
They sicked the horses on them and stuck them back on that plane and got them out of here.
Exactly. Man, that's funny because I put that as the video that played before the stream started.
But you were right though, and that's what we were seeing at the time. They were the wrong people for Biden, and he wanted them out.
Yep. He was whooping and wrangling niggas. He was whooping and wrangling motherfuckers.
Hey, we didn't see where was all the we didn't see any outrage over it.
No, none. We
didn't see Nancy Pelosi donning the kente cloth and stuff and kneeling down and all that.
Because they have
these Haitians.
They have to atone for the sins of Toussaint Louverture. That's why.
Man, it's hypocrisy running amok. They're really on some nonsense time.
But I'm telling you guys, this shit is crazy. Like, the razor wire is a good deterrent. I'm not trying to move through that shit. You ever got cut by that shit? I got cut by that shit before. With it. That shit is sharp. It is fucking sharp.
I cut my hand one time on the fishing line. The fish hook. I got that stuck in my hand one time.
It's crazy, yo. Like, and then the fact that the federal government sued and went to the Supreme Court to have the barriers removed is just crazy to me.
Is this a part of the? Is this for the election? Does this really boil down to another way to get Trump out of the running? Because I'm wondering if the states are all going to be tied to the electoral college delegates, right?
Yeah.
If all these different states, like they were reading off the states, Oklahoma stands with Texas, blah blah blah, all these other states all join. Those are all the Trump states anyway, right? Those are all Trump does. So if Biden and them put it out there that these states are also engaging in an insurrection and therefore are null and void from counting the delegates, or that personally those delegates that were allotted to Trump are somehow tied to insurrection, and so they can't be counted. I'm just wondering if that's what this really boils down to.
I mean, that's what it sounds like, but at the same time, it just seems like there's treason afoot in the federal government.
Right, but they're above the law. So,
but nobody's above the law.
We all know that's that nonsense.
Nobody's above the law.
We all know it's a pick and choose, and if their side does the same stuff, it's okay, and then if someone else does it, then it's wrong. So I'm just thinking that maybe they're going to arrest the delegates that would be allotted to Trump during this electoral college period, and that they're going to call them a part of an insurrection. I wonder if they can do that. Can they arrest the delegates?
That's a good question. Here come the delegates that have been allotted,
and then they're coming in to vote, but they all get arrested, and they say these were insurrectionists because their state partook in this, and this helps lead us to the Civil War. Because then all the states are going to be like, hey, you denied our guy again, Trump won, and then you came out and you told us, nah, we didn't want him to win. You guys are all going to jail, and your governors are in. If they come over there and they tell the governors, we're going to lock you up. What do you think would happen? That's a tipping point. Remember when Unc was earlier saying, where's these tipping points come from? What are they going to do? There's a lot of ways to jump that thing off, because then your people of your state are going to say, how are you going to put my governor in jail that we elected, and all these other people in jail, and these delegates, get these innocent people back out of here? If you look back in the history of America, and American people haven't been jumping off like that a long time. They used to raid the prisons and beat people up, beat up the guards, beat up anybody if they felt like there was injustices being done to them. It's historically, these huge, massive riots and stuff like that would break out. So I would just say that if they start locking up the governors and start shutting down the states and saying, no, you don't play any part of it because you didn't do what we told you to do, and we're going to cut off funding to you, we're going to lock up your senators and your Congress people over your districts because they sided with insurrection against us, there's your jumping point. Everyone's going to be like, nah, states' rights. Because it looks like that's going to be the big issue, is states' rights, which was really the big issue during the Civil War.
I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with you with that. I think that's a great take on that.
Yeah, can you imagine the federal agents coming down there, or NATO or somebody, and they grab up Abbott out of his wheelchair and push him over, kick him a couple times, and then throw him in the. What do you think people in Oklahoma and Texas and Georgia and all those spots are going to do?
Man,
you think they're going to take it lightly?
They're going to be like, fuck that. They're going to squad up. They're going to squad up.
Or are we bringing back 1776?
1776 shall commence again. Well, like 1865 or whatever it was.
That's the only jump off that it would take to get us into that Civil War point. To answer your question on what would happen.
They would have to, like you said, they would have to go in there and start actively arresting the delegates, start to look like a fucking tyrannical government.
Hit them over the head, clonk one of them over the head.
Look at the redneck revolution. Remember that? Like how the coal miners in West Virginia. That's how That's how the term redneck got coined, because they fought the government on some bullshit. The government tried to do some shit like, oh yeah, we're not gonna pay y'all real wages. We're gonna get this fake monopoly money, and you can only spend this monopoly money in your little monopoly town, and all this other shit. Right. And they went against the state, and they won.
They won. It would be history repeating itself, because we've seen similar incidents sparked off throughout American history. Nothing in our lifetime, really, but not yours or mine. But I mean, other than if you were old enough to remember the LA riots, if you want to have a lot of civil disorder breaking out, you go in there and you start arresting those delegates, beat a couple of them up, deny Trump his win, take the governor, take Abbott, kick him out of his wheelchair, drag him into a cell. You talking about something going to be popping off when that, if they pull that stunt to get us to that point, that's to be the breaking point right there.
Justin said, "How did you experience razor wire asking for a friend?" Because my family owned a construction supply company, and we do like trash removal too. So I was on a job site where I had to deal with that shit. That shit fucking ready to slice me the fuck up. I had like them thick ass not leather, like almost like suede gloves. But you carry sheetrock and you carry like metal studs and shit with, so you don't get all fucked up. That shit was no joke. That shit was no joke. I had these little micro cuts on me and shit. That shit was crazy. But yeah, I agree though. I don't know. All I know is that it's about to be an issue at the border. But this is crazy. So check this out. It was already a skirmish. I just hope it don't be a skirmish between the National Guard and the Border Patrol. I hope this, I don't know. I hope it's just all posturing, I guess I should say. So, let me read it first. So, my man Reaction PR says, "Am I the only one that remembers this scene from Designated Survivor when the National Guard refuses to follow orders from POTUS?" Let's watch.
Yeah, that was a good series.
I watched the first 2 seasons, and then I fell off. Let's see.
Mr. President, Ms. Rhodes is on the phone for you.
Thank you. Em?
Yes, I'm walking to meet Munoz now. Would you like to speak with him?
Yes, please. Put him on the line.
General, Emily Rhodes, Special Advisor to the President. I have President Kirkman for you.
This is General Munoz. General, I wanted to thank you for taking... Excuse me, Mr. Kirkman, but as the commanding officer of the Michigan National Guard, It is my duty to inform you we refuse the order to federalize. You can't do that.
The president has a
The
right.
Michigan State Guard stands behind its true commander-in-chief, Governor James Royce.
Whoa. Art imitating life, people. Art imitating life. Emmanuel says, I think what Texas is doing is nearly as foul as the Democrats. Why do you think that, though? I mean, they do have statute. They do have laws that allow them to protect their border. And they've declared an invasion. You know, they've asked. I mean, it's not like they haven't asked for help from the federal government since fucking 2020. And it's getting bad down there. It's getting bad. What else are they supposed to do? Especially if your federal government not about to help you. You want Texas to turn into a sanctuary city? State? You know, what do? You have to take it into your own hands. They won't let them build a border wall. So the best thing Jersey wall ain't gonna fucking help. You know what I mean? The Jersey wall not gonna help. You got to put something in the meantime, between time. You know what I mean? Razor wire. You know, now is razor wire the best option? No, because people will get cut the fuck up. But at the same time, they know they're going to get cut up if they go through it. You know what I mean? It's a deterrent. Like, you know, get cut by some razor wire, or you try to climb a 30-foot wall and you fucking fall to your fucking, you paralyze yourself. You know? But why do that? Why do you accommodate the criminal? Why do you accommodate the person coming in illegally? Why build hotels? You know? It's electric boogie woogie woogie. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, that's just I think that's crazy. I think you need a deterrent. You need to turn them around and send them back home, period. Full stop. If they really was seeking asylum, they would have sought asylum. They would have sought asylum in the country that they passed on the way here. Right? You seek asylum in the country, the nearest country. America, for a lot of them, is not the nearest country. But that's the thing, right? So you're saying if you're letting people drown and not helping, you're human. You're not human. That story was fake. That story was a fake story. I covered that last week, matter of fact. That story was a fake story. That shit happened on Mexico side. Them people drowned on Mexico side. The National Guard didn't let them people drown, but they still run that story in the news. They still run that story in the news, and that's the crazy part. So, like, I don't even blame you for thinking that's a real story, Emmanuel, because they still running with that story that the Texas National Guard held Border Patrol back from saving 3 people from drowning when that didn't even happen. Neither Texas National Guard or Border Patrol was aware of those people drowning because it wasn't even on American soil. They didn't even know until after the fact. That's the crazy part. But the news, again, believe none of what you see and none of what you hear now because everybody's running with their own propaganda. They still run that story. I agree, but also the people they shipping is signing up to go to Chicago. Now, whether they know Chicago's a fucking icebox, that is kind of fucked up. You know, New York's an icebox. They both iceboxes right now. But like I remember when we first ran the story about them getting on those buses and getting bused, they was signing waivers to go. The migrants were signing waivers to go.
They about to check out that rat in the pavement.
Yeah, they want to check out the rat in the pavement. But the thing about it is, something's got to be done in Congress. Period. Full stop. You want this shit to stop? You want all of this back and forth to stop? Congress has to sit down and make a plan. You know what I mean? They got to. Donnie T even said that when they was trying to go after him about DACA. He's like, yo, DACA's illegal. You can't fucking executive order that shit. Congress has to make a plan about immigration. How you going to go about this? And they're not doing it. They're not doing it, and they're not doing it because they want this new voter base to come in. It's just what it is. That's why you see Corinne Jean-Pierre caping for it. You see Joe Nicholslick caping for it. They want this new voter base to come in. You know, so I think that you break the law, you need to be prosecuted or arrested. If we tried to break into somebody else's country, we going to the gulag.
Yeah, pretty much.
We going to the gulag. Mexico ain't gonna give me a fucking cohiba and give me and 60,000 pesos in a fucking flat. They gonna send my dumb ass back to Baltimore. They ain't gonna send me back to Baltimore. They're just gonna drop my ass off at the fucking border. Bye. And I'm all for immigration. And I even said it. I've been said. I said, yo, if you enter the country illegally and you don't get caught, that's what's up. More power to you. Congratulations. But if you get caught, you gotta charge that shit to the game. You gotta charge that shit to the game. Period. Just like anything. You selling drugs, you don't get caught? Okay. It's kind of shitty. Okay, but you ain't get caught. You selling drugs and you get hemmed up? You gotta charge that shit to the game, bro. Can't take the onus out of the people that's breaking the law. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. They taking that onus out of it like they don't know no better. They fucking know full well what they doing. And they taking that chance. And the reason why a lot of them taking the chance because they heard Joe Nicholslick say, come on down. Like it's the fucking Price is Right. It's the truth though. Come on down. Like it's the goddamn Price is Right. And that's what they did. They listening to him and they marching, boy. Did that horde that was coming, did that shit here yet? Full disclosure, I think this is all a distraction from some shit that's about to go down. I don't know what it's distracting from, but
do you think they're going to use it, like I was saying, because this is election year? Do you think they're going to use it against the delegates and against other people like they did against those people that went to the Capitol?
I think they will, because now it's going to be, they're going to try to say they're committing treason.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. Like they could turn back around and say these delegates are treasonous. Don't listen to them. Biden wins, even though he's gonna lose. Or
it's like a civil war spark, like you said, and motherfuckers start taking up arms. Like, nah, we knuck if you buck. Let's get it. You want the smoke? We got the smoke. Let's see if y'all M6, if your M4s can beat these ARs.
Could be.
Motherfuckers in Texas is down that bitch, ready for the shot heard around the world. It was a shot heard around the world. You remember the old Schoolhouse Rock? They waiting for that shit. There's some boys in Texas right now. They waiting. They waiting for the shit to jump off.
You think so?
Oh, they fucking doing push-ups. They fucking shadow boxing in their garages right now, just waiting. They fucking doing dry fire drills and shit. They ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Because you had it before where they said that that you had citizens that was going down to the border to help secure it. Like a couple years ago. So we know they about it. Novak's in the building says it's inhumane to them to have an open border and shits on Americans, especially poor people. Definitely inhumane to keep saying that you're a sanctuary city, keep taking in these immigrants in Chicago and New York, knowing damn well you can't do it. Easiest way to fix that shit though. Put them back on the plane, send them home. Stop trying to accommodate it. Stop trying to accommodate it knowing that you can't. And I said it too. I said you got all of these immigrants is fucked up because you got a lot of them dying, freezing to death and all this shit in Chicago and New York. over some politics. You know what I mean? I hear you, but I don't support torturing people to prove political points. I think Texas has several times over what they would need to secure the border, and I disagree that both sides don't profit. Both sides definitely profit, but I think that Texas is just over the shit. Like, no, we keep asking y'all fucking for help, and y'all just keep leaving us hanging. Texas, that's that middle child that's like, don't get no attention, and now he acting out. Like, he gave him fair warning. Abbott gave him fair warning forever. Donnie T in office, the border was doing well. They ain't had these issues. Nichols to get in office, they look like fucking The Walking Dead at the fucking gates of the fucking prison. You got to do something. And I agree. You know, I do agree with that one point, Emmanuel. Like, you use a cannon fodder, using these immigrants as cannon fodder in your war to prove a point to the federal government. I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? Because, like, they don't know what the fuck Chicago. They don't know Chicago a fucking icebox in the winter. They don't know that Jesse Smollett had to wear a triple fat goose. I get it. You're right. But at the same time, the federal government not doing shit to fucking to help it. I'm gonna open the phone lines in a minute, Rudy. It's just weird to me, man. Like, it's crazy. It is all political. It's all political. Hold on, what you say? Hey, our daughter is coming to Baltimore for like 10 days, and wifey is freaking out. Can I count on you to rescue her if anything goes down? Of course. My man Joe Dolio. Didn't he send me that shit yesterday? Let me give him my phone number. All right. Gotta look out for the peoples. I guess I got a direct message yesterday. I just seen it just now for some reason. You see how terrible I am at reading my messages. Joe said his daughter coming into Baltimore for a couple of days. His wife is tripping. Can I count on you to rescue her if anything goes down? Yeah, I got her. If something go wrong, I'll go get her. If I can't get there, I will send somebody that I know that I can trust to go get her. I got you. Your daughter's in good hands, sir.
It's like the Allstate.
Oh, man. Let me see. All right, we're going to open some phone lines before we get down. Let me put the number in here. Make sure everything's ready to go real quick. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the Burger King worker. Did you talk about that too?
Bring that up. That's the one that got like the house or something for his retirement.
Yeah, remember we covered that, and he got a little goodie bag for his final retirement. I feel like that Burger King place that he worked at did the best they could for him, because they probably couldn't even do that. That was probably out of those workers' paychecks themselves.
But wasn't that a story similar? Wasn't the story similar to that?
Was there?
Yeah. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. We covered it though before.
I know it was a story similar to that where the dude, like, he worked there and then like they gave him like I think they raised like almost $1 million for him. What's up, Rudy?
Hey, Ken and Jay, what's going on, fellas? Look, man, I gotta.
Yo.
Can you hear me, brother?
There you go. You back?
Okay. I wanted to get in on that real quick before y'all switch topics, man. I'm sorry I had to start driving, so I couldn't type.
No, you good.
Hey, everybody needs to go watch. I'm not the biggest fan of dude. Everybody. Ted Cruz came out today and blasted that little supposed bipartisan bill that they're working on for the immigration thing, right?
Okay.
So some of the details leaked last week where it was they're only going to admit 5,000 a day. everyone that's came over the last 3 years instantly would have gotten work visas, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he broke down today, dude. They got $10 billion in that to start up new court systems and legal counsel for asylum seekers, bro. So they're going to steal more money, hire more of their bullshit federal judges and their bullshit attorneys to adjudicate the 9.6 million or 10 million or however fucking many million they've let in. So they're going to steal $10 billion and hand it out to all their buddies that are from law schools across the country to adjudicate these asylum claims. $10 billion more they're going to steal from the taxpayer to handle this problem. On top of another like $25 billion to sanctuary cities. Like I suggest everybody go watch Ted Cruz break that bill down, that Schumer, and your boy Jay Langford from Oklahoma. He's the lead negotiator on the Republican side. And like Ted Cruz came out and lambasted that shit and gave out all the nitty gritty details of what the fuck they're trying to do, and it is fucking horrible, man. It's horrible for the U.S. citizen. It's horrible for the U.S. taxpayer. Man. Like it is really, really some trash, man. And they're trying to do this shit. The GOP, the Republicans, are really trying to do this shit behind their voters' back. When you got the states ready, you got all these states jumping in fight, which Virginia jumped in fight. And Virginia's a blue fucking state. So I like Jay's thinking, man, how greasy, that was a fucking really intelligent, well thought out tinfoil hat take there, Jay, with let's go lock up the delegates for an insurrection. I like that angle, dude, because these people are that desperate to hang on the power. But the only thing I'd throw a monkey wrench in that is somehow Virginia's involved. And Virginia's blue as hell, man. They got a red governor, but that's a blue state. Like I ain't want to interrupt the show and get on too long, but I wanted to type that out. Everybody needs to go watch that Ted Cruz and listen to the details of this bill that they're trying to pass while they got us all fighting about some dumb shit. Look at this bill they're trying to pass, man. It'll be the destruction of us all, brother. I'm out. Hotep and Bill, man. I'm on my way to grab one. I'm out here grinding and grabbing, man. Grinding and grabbing. Y'all be good, man. I love y'all, brothers, man. I'm out.
All right, bro. Keep safe out there. Hotep and Bill.
Yep.
Rudy on the check-in. But yeah. Oh, we got another one. Hold on. Welcome to Cannon and Friends. Who are we talking to? Say. Hello. Caller. Okay. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, but we see it. We see it with like where they got the Chicago shit going on, where they trying to give $9,000. They giving what the hell's going on here? Hold on. Hello.
Hey yo, is this on through? This is JR, man.
What up, yo?
Yo, what's happening with you? What's happening, Jay?
What's going on?
Oh, chill, man. Yo, we just coming in on. You had the whole thing with the illegal joint, man. Yeah, it's getting out of control. I was out there in Chicago last year and seen them like dropped off downtown, man.
Man.
It's getting really wild because they drop them downtown and then spread them out over the city. That's why, like, the city folks was complaining about it last year because they were dropping them off and then just putting them out there in the inner cities and giving them all those benefits. But I feel, Jay, I think it's going to get to a breaking point at, some point because, like, Texas ain't going to be able to handle them, and then some of these so-called sanctuary cities ain't going to be able to handle them, and they're going to be like, how come they're getting all these benefits and we're not? So you're going to see something happen. You're going to see something jump off, and I wouldn't be surprised one bit at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to come to a head, right? And it's either going to come to a head down at the border or it's going to come to a head in them neighborhoods.
Or the cities.
Yep, it's going to come to a head in them
the
neighborhoods.
cities. We go back to that L.A. riots, right? We saw the pressure building until it finally, erupted. And that it was, pure mayhem from there. And I think that that's what gets the states involved, though. If they start targeting state by state delegates, governors, leadership, the people that help keep things running in those particular states and committees and stuff like that, they start filing charges on them and locking them up, you're going to see some people get upset over that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, we'll see what happens here in this election year. But, like you were saying, if they start to do something against these delegates, then, yeah, you might see something pop off with the people in those states.
Yeah, I mean, it's already tension boiling. Like you see what Montoya is saying on the screen. The $9,000 includes location space to live and EBT benefits.
Yeah, yep. That's pretty much it. They're giving all those EBTs, food stamps, and giving spots to live in. Well, they kick other people that have been here in this country, like they kick them onto the curb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, free education, shit like that, stuff that the social, it's already a social economic problem in these cities, in these neighborhoods. People they want the with the Republic, pull them up by the bootstrap. They want their bootstraps. They want straps for their boots, and they not getting it. You know what I mean? But they giving it to the to people that's breaking in illegally. I'm ready to go. With my son to the border and come across like I'm it's my second language.
Yeah.
Let me get a couple of dollars. I can use $9,000 right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, like fly over to like El Salvador and then try to go across the border, go through Mexico.
Like, think about it, right? Like, how many people in Chicago right now probably lights about to get cut off because they can't afford their light bill? You know what I mean? But they about to give $9,000 per illegal alien. But they about to get their lights about to get cut off.
Yeah, they're getting denied for benefits, but Yeah, it's wild, man. Definitely wild.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I had to, chime in on that one, man. So I'll get with y'all later, man. Hey, Texas Roadhouse for life. Hotep
Texas
and Bill.
Roadhouse for life, baby. Hotep and Bill. JR Bell in the check-in. Appreciate you. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Like, it's just, but like Emmanuel do got a point though. Like, they cannon fodder for this, right? Let's use them to prove a point. And
right, but it's the elites. It's the elites, and everyone's just a pawn in their game.
Yeah.
And like we've been saying this for years, they got these moves mapped out. We see it in these films, this predictive programming. You don't think that some of these directors don't get their ideas from? You see who they kick it with.
Right.
You see who Weinstein kicks it with. You see who Woody Allen kicks it with, and then you wonder where these ideas come from.
Right. Exactly.
A lot of these guys, a lot of these celebs, a lot of these writers and directors, they've been to those islands.
Yeah. Yep.
And you think they're not having these special conversations with the elites and the power brokers and the banking class? Come on.
Yep.
They know what time it is. That's why I think that
they looking into the camera while they doing either, huh?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
It's facts, and that's what I'm saying. Like they really pushing that whole Civil War narrative with that movie coming out and with different things. Well, there really could be a tipping point to where you could see everybody getting upset over it. But then, you know what? It's also all by design. It's all by design,
bruh. Straight up. What's up, Sauce? Sauce in the building. Yeah. But you see it up on the screen. 410-870-9587. Hotep TV if you want to call in.
You still got the picture of the Burger King worker on there?
I think that works. It should work. Hold on.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. I'm about to go to that now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did it?
I don't know if it should work. Call on in. Let me see.
They gave him $300,000 and I guess they helped him buy a house.
American hero. Ford received nearly $300,000 in donations after going viral for his gift from Burger King managers for working with the company for 27 years. Let's see. Welcome to Cannon at Night. Who we talking to?
What up? It's Fresh Mike.
What's up, Mike?
What up, sir? What up, Jay?
What's going on? Salute.
Oh man, I just we had to make that white boy Hotep connection. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, and Rudy, the Caucasian Hotep triad. You know what I mean? So just, you know what I'm saying? Like Rudy's the tough one, the gruff one. You're the smooth one sitting in the back smoking the spliff. Like, why, man? Why we tripping? You know what I mean? And I'm working the room, dropping poison in the bad guy's drinks, all James Bond in it. You know, we're a good team. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this right. So, yeah.
Mike comes in on his Alex Stein over here.
Man, Alex Stein comes in on his mic, you mean? Come on now. Anyway, what I'm saying, yes, sir. I'm older, but it's all good. No, man, I just wanted to call in and holler back. Let's say what's up, finally talk to Jay. Let Cannon know. Ken, I wanted to see, are you going to be in town on Friday, the Friday night before the Grifties?
I can be. I ain't got a problem with it.
Yeah, man. If you can make that happen, we're gonna do we're gonna set you up a little hangout with Sam and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
done deal.
Sam Tripoli was one of my red pills. Gosh dang it. So. Yeah,
man. So yeah, we're gonna do. We just put it together today. We haven't quite released it, but I'll share it here, like first drop, first hot. HJ knows, but we're going to do a VIP Hotep hangout, and we're going to, provide tickets, and part of that ticket is going to be watching Sam Tripoli's late show, and then the HJ hangout and the VIP afterwards with hors d'oeuvres and stuff.
Oh, so, shit. Yeah, I'm going to definitely be in town. I'll be there.
Jay, you going to be there?
No.
I'm going to have to fly Jay out one day. I'm going to have to fly Jay out one day. Jay.
Fly Jay out. I'm going to take Soul Plane.
Pause.
Oh man, yeah.
That's awesome. So being in Oklahoma, man, and having family all through Texas, just the way in is that I think everybody's way too nervous about it, but the stress is we're in it like every day. You know what I mean? Like it's a really integrated community. And you worry if stuff happens, what are we going to, it's just a super integrated community. So, we don't want no shit popping off. So, but we also pretty much stand with Texas out here in Oklahoma, so clearly we're just North Texas anyway. So, yeah.
They going, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a coalition of states that's going to converge on that border. It's going to be a problem. Like people have been waiting for another, they've been waiting for like a skirmish.
This is like it reminds
Bundy
me of the
Ranch.
ranchers.
It's Bundy Ranch.
The ranchers, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say it's like Bundy Ranch right here. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's all through Texas. They're just just units of dudes. Just what I'm saying? Just units of dudes and small little communities. And I know guys with helicopters and airplanes and stuff out in Texas. They use them for hunting, but I'm just saying that all works the same. Like those dudes that pig hunt and use helicopters and airplanes, those small airplanes, to cross West and South Texas. So, I mean, it's, what I mean? You don't want to mess with them is all I'm saying. That's the wrong one is all I'm saying. It's hard to get away from is all I'm saying. So they practice it. So, I just don't want that to go down. I'm thinking it's going to be more of an economic thing because if you break the numbers down, Texas is dependent on federal funds. They just are. There are, I think it's something like 24 million overall people in Texas are partially or fully dependent on federal funds. So, if they cut that check out, I mean, that's how you know what I mean? I feel like that's what the federal government would do is cut off federal funds until Texas complied. So we didn't have, war, and then, you'd have to figure out how that would all work. But that's kind of how I see it.
Hit him in the pocketbook
right now. Yeah, that hurts worse. You know what I mean? You can't rally an army behind that so much. Plus, everybody in Texas might be go Texas all day until there's no light, and there's no water, and there's no no electricity. And then it's like,
I think that if it gets that whole situation and that scenario, we could also see that all playing into it, because this is something that they've been talking about online for a long time now. Is the possibility of brownouts and water scarcity, water shortages, seeing the water turned off and seeing the power out. And I think that's one of the things I was looking to see if that goes down too. So yeah, definitely, if it comes through there too, would the states, not be able to pay the bill, so to speak, and see power outages and water shortages going on?
And not to get too goofy with it, but if you think of the timing, and November's the election, and if they shut everything off come summer, and in that southern Texas heat, it's 130, 140 degrees. A lot of that well water there's electric pumps that pump well water to a lot of those deserty type places out there. And you come through and you're like, okay, well, team with the Democrats, we'll take care of you. And if you turn Texas blue, it's kind of, I'm not saying it's a complete game over, but that's the, the goofy direction I see it going, is either create such a heavy dependence upon the federal government via all the people they're letting in and all the people that need that money, and cut off that money and make those people get mad at the people in Texas. Then you have an implosion. You don't have to fire a shot. You don't have to get your hands dirty. And then you come in as the hero for the problem you created, right?
Yep.
And you go, okay, well, we got the money. We need the votes. And then Texas is blue, and that's a big deal.
Well, yeah, they've been trying to push for. They've been trying to push for a blue Texas for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and you see
it's starting to happen. Look at Houston.
We see the ramifications of these other states that have had these draconian, tyrannical systems in place and administrations, and the tax codes, et cetera. It's been harmful for the small business. So we've seen a huge growth of the population, but the population that they're bringing in are the blue people into the red state, and they want to turn when they get here to Oklahoma and they get here to Texas, they want to turn those states blue. They want to bring in all the horrible policies that they just ran away from into our states.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's why, man, I'm proud to live in the reddest state in the union. So we don't play that in Oklahoma. So yeah, man, we're crazy. It's a little crazy red here, but it is very red. So we're one of only 2 states that completely have all abortion banned. Our state education guy just hired the Libs of TikTok chick for the head. She's the head of our public school libraries. Hired her to come in and run our public school libraries. Wow. Yeah, we're extremely that side of things. Yeah, man. So
the grift that pays.
Yeah, we got legal weed and open carry. It's a good place to be. You know what I'm saying?
Golly, mate.
He's out here advertising Hotepistan could be Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, we got plenty of land. That's the thing about it. Everybody thinks it's whack. But if you think about it geographically, low cost is extremely low. But if you think about it geographically, man, we're directly in the middle, So, and that's the cool thing about it. You get a little bit of Midwest, a little bit of Southern culture, a little bit of Southwest culture. So, we try to stay chill. I'm gonna let y'all go. Let those other callers call, man. What a great opportunity to talk to you for the first time, Jay, and of course, Cannon. I'm a huge fan. So
I appreciate it.
Also. Allow me to griff for a second. Me and Protocol do a little thing, and on February 9th, 1 month before the Grifties, we're going to do a live slap fight championship watch party.
Oh, shit.
So it's a Friday night. So if y'all are down, more than welcome to have the link, and we're going to watch slap fights live, on Rumble. And just do a watch party. So I just wanted to invite you guys. Silly as it is, it's a lot of fun and it's silly. That's kind of the point, because we always go with this heavy stuff. So
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all. Like I said, I'm about to
dudes slap each other.
About to get my over the top ready. Bow.
That's what I'm saying. Something, I got a dream. So we'll get it rolling after the Grifties. This is on the plate. This is taking up the time right now, but it's going to be amazing. But yeah, February 9th, then I'll send you the link. But me and Protocol are going to do a live because they got this championship slap fights and all that going down. It's a whole thing. And it's a Friday night. So if you guys want to, stream in and come in and, crack wise with us, you're more than welcome.
All right, cool.
Yes,
thank you very much.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Fresh mic on the check-in. The last call, I don't know if it was a manual or not. Go ahead, call back in. You see the number on the screen. But yeah, 300 grand, yo. I remember a story about a guy that had like 25 years on or something like that, and they gave him like he had got like, I forgot. Maybe I was time traveling, and that's what the fuck happened.
Time traveling.
Go ahead, call back in, Retro. There we go. There we go. What's going on?
Yo, Cannon, what's up?
What's going on?
How y'all doing tonight?
What'd you say?
Y'all hear me? It's checking audio.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. What's good with y'all? So I just wanted to call in and for the conversation.
All right, now you.
So I do get everybody. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying you're breaking up a little bit. Say it again.
One second. Sorry, I wanted to call in and fix our little border check.
Uh-huh.
So I think everybody is kind of being drifted upon.
Okay.
And I say that because if you look at Texas, it's not like they're not getting any funding. How is the border constantly getting worse? The border hasn't just become an issue. It's been an issue since I was a kid. We've always had issues with the border. How is it constantly getting worse? Like, what are you doing with this money? That you need so much more.
Well,
that's just one thing.
I think the problem is that where the wall is that's like, I guess it's federal property, like a federal easement, and Texas can't touch it. I think that's the issue. Cause I remember when.
So what would work? Like, we've never got the funding we need. They had money for the border wall. We get money for the border now, and it's still like lacking. So if I'm looking at it from the outside, I think they've had more than the money to fix this problem, to address this problem. How are you still understaffed? And then my other thing is, the bigger thing is that Texas is only a small portion of the migrants. Like, migrants are getting flown in all over the country.
Yeah.
Average telling you, I said 10,000 to New York, and then there's 90,000 in New York. These are small problems. And I think he's getting paid, in my opinion, he's your distraction. He's being, look at me, ignore this bigger story over here.
I don't know. Like, I think it's more nuanced. That, like, for example, right? So the Border Patrol that's not a state agency. That's the federal agency, right? So them being understaffed with that's nickel slicking them. That's the federal agency. That's that federal side. Where the wall is, so for example, like when Donnie T was building the wall, they wouldn't allow, for some reason they wouldn't let him build on the federal easement. So what they was trying to do to circumvent that is that the farmers that had land that kind of butted up against that easement,
that came up
they were buying that land, or they were donating the land damn near, and that's how they were circumventing that the federal government. To get that wall built. But when Nicholson got in office, one of the stroke of the pens was to stop that wall, and he did. So because they can't build on that federal land, they can't start constructing it. They can throw some temporary razor wire down there, you know what I mean, because it can be moved, you know what I mean. But they can't do any kind of construction. Now, what they could do, like I just said, is what Donnie T did, and those guys that start buying that land from the farm owners. And you know, putting the wall butting it up against where that is. But the places where that they're coming in at, there's no. I don't think anybody owns that but the federal government. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. I think it is, and that's why they're like, you got to move the razor wire because it's not your land. That's why I was saying it's like a Bundy Ranch thing where, you know, remember that the cows was eating on the federal property, and then the government came and confiscated the fucking cows. You know what I mean? And it's kind of the same thing with the wall, which is crazy. But I agree with you with the whole, you know, Texas got the money, and I don't think that's the issue though. I think it's the fact that Texas, even though Texas got the money to do. To you know, to fix that border problem, they really wanted to. The federal government won't allow it. Now, like I said, you know, it was a power move to start busing people to other states. Now, the migrants were signing up for that. Like I remember we first did the story back when they first started doing it. They were signing up for that. Now they don't know the geography of America, knowing that Chicago cold as shit.
I'm also not 100% sure that they were signing up. You know, they didn't sign to get on the plane.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they signed to be busted to Chicago. It's easy to put Jose and Maria on the town and say, oh, they signed it in Chicago. I don't know how legit that is.
Now, according to
point.
Now, according to the story that to the news article that I covered that day, it was like they was like showing the sign up thing. But you also had, on the other hand, Nickel Slick flying them in the middle of the night to.
That is true.
Remember that he put on the midnight trains to Georgia.
Right, midnight.
You know
midnight flights.
Yeah, the midnight flights where he was flying them all over the place too to the same sanctuary cities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And nobody looked at it as being malicious.
Which is,
I think Texas got the idea from L.A. busting around homeless people.
Oh, of course, that's where Texas got that idea. I guarantee that's where they got the idea. But you still got them flying. You still got them flying people, because I've been seeing stories where people are flying. They're like, yo, they ain't got they ain't got to go through TSA or nothing. They just getting on the plane. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. They don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they need them to sign to be busted to Chicago. You can make all that shit up. I think they pulling the bus and said to these, you going here, you going there.
Yeah, they using them as pawns, Joe. I agree with you with the pawn thing.
Like I've been saying, it's a shell game, and there's definitely got to be some trafficking, some possible organ harvesting. There's something along this pipeline that doesn't make any sense. Why you keep moving these people left, right, center? You know, because in the shuffle, a lot of how many people are being kept track of, especially with all these kids, with these children, and with these women. You know, who's keeping track? Who's keeping a head count?
Yeah, I mean, they're not. That's the thing. They're not keeping a head count. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? It's just order through chaos. It's just a lot of chaos being sown, and they're just using, you know, whether it's the American citizens or the illegals as the pawns on the chessboard to prove their point, to one up each other. They don't care what happened to them. They can give a shit
Not at all. What's it called? Cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder, exactly what it is. They can give a shit less about it. You know what I mean? But, you know, I don't know. It's gonna get interesting. I see everything coming to a head now. I see everything's about to start coming to a head now. Like we said,
I mean, it's perfect standard that this comes to a head during the election.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's perfect timing. It's perfect timing. It's grifting season. It's
what
perfect
we always
timing.
talk about too. This year we're gonna have that October surprise right before that November election. So keep your head on a swivel for that. You know, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it is.
This is gonna be probably the craziest October surprise I imagine. I mean, I can't imagine it being anything less.
Bro, I don't even know what it's gonna be. That's all I
feel like we're coming to the end of the trilogy with this election year. They got to pull out all the stops this year.
Yeah, that's right. They got to pull out all the stops. They got Return of the Jedi this year.
A good show.
They doing a real life reenactment of The Last President is what's happening. That's what they doing. This might be The Last President. When that movie come out? When that movie Civil War come out?
Sometime this year.
April. It's April, right? Is it April?
Ooh.
Let me see.
I'm not going to no big events in April.
Oh, shit.
Don't fly in April. No big events in April.
April's the going to be that solar eclipse plus the announcement of whether Israel got the red heifer.
April 2024.
What did you just say?
You talking to me?
Is it the movie?
Yeah, the movie come out April 2024.
Are you serious? For the Civil War?
Yeah.
Right when the Cannon, that is bizarre. That's right when they're gonna be announcing whether they got the red heifer and whether that solar flare stuff, the solar flare and the sun eclipse, all at the same time.
Oh, it's gonna be fun, guys. Ooh wee.
That's wild.
I gotta make sure I got enough bullets.
I thought you were gonna say June, something June, July. Something made sense, but not.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I like Texas Roadhouse. I think you're good on that one.
Yeah, yo, see, Texas Roadhouse is a night. I don't know. What it remind me of though? I can't think of where, but I love
Western
Texas
sizzling.
It's like good meal back and eating. It's
yeah, like
it's like get a good Texas Roadhouse anywhere.
Yeah, yo, like, and the thing is, I've never really heard a whole lot of people that say they don't like it. I don't care who you are, people like Texas Roadhouse. Like it's because
those rolls are so good.
Oh, them
rolls, how you get
bruh, I had them for Thanksgiving.
You with the rolls.
Because you can buy them. You can buy the rolls for Thanksgiving. You
That's
just call up there a week
That's
ahead
what
of
we
time.
We did that this Thanksgiving because my daughter loves those so much.
I might find a Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's on Thanksgiving. I think the week of, we call that Monday. Like you can buy them, and I forgot how much they cost, but I had 2 packs of them. I ain't even eat them all. I think I still got some in the freezer.
You tell me how much butter they give you? They give you that butter?
Oh yeah, they give you a couple. I think I had like four like pints. Look like of the butter. That's what they gave me. Yeah, so I didn't even know about that. One of my wife's friends, they was like, "Yo, I'm going to Texas Roadhouse to get some rolls for y'all. Want some?" I said, "Wait, Texas Roadhouse? You can buy rolls from Texas Roadhouse?" Hell yeah, I want some Texas Roadhouse rolls. What's wrong with you? I was so excited that I gave her one sweet potato pie from Chris Priest's mother. So shoot, I was like, man, Texas Roadhouse for the win. Y'all gonna make me go to Texas Roadhouse tomorrow? I might.
I know. I'm about to Google it, and I got the phone with you. I'm gonna let y'all go. Just to show up.
All right, Hotep and Bill, bro.
Hotep
and Bill.
And man, you want to check in? Go ahead, Retro Neon, call in. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead, call back in, Retro. Let's see. There we go. Yo,
what's up, man?
What's going on?
Fucking finally, I got it. Yeah, man. But hey, but yeah, man. Look, it's about 11 p.m. right now here in San Antonio, Texas, and I just wanted to call in and say, hey, what's up? I'm proud of y'all. You know what I mean? I love the show. And, yeah, man, pretty much it, man. Like, I just wanted to call in. Like, I had a lot to say, but it's like, man, I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to knock out. That's about it, man. Yeah.
No problem. I appreciate you calling in, bro. It's always cool to put the voice with the name on it, and then when you go to Hotep Con or the Grifties, and you put the face with the names. Like I met Hotep Fellerales out there at Hotep Con. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a fun time out there, man. It's a fantastic time. Hopefully, you get to make it out there one time. Especially if you said you're going to try to come to the Miami Grifties.
Listen, if I come to Miami, it's gonna get fucking crazy in there. I'm not gonna lie. All right? You know what I mean? Like, listen. I just got my Apex 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yo, HJ, you better send me my Apex show.
What's up?
I was yelling at HJ if he watching. I need some Apex. I'm gonna text his ass like,
hey,
need my bottle.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. I dig the whole thing. I dig it. It's awesome. It works. So
okay, and I know,
man. Like,
And I know Tanai had
What's
a hand in it. So I know Tanai had a hand in it. So I know this shit for real. I know it's legit. It ain't no bullshit.
Oh, for real? Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Tanai, Dr. Tanai, I know he had a hand in curating what goes in it. So, yeah, definitely. I need me some because I'm about to be hitting this gym. I'm 280, yo. 280. I'm down. I just gotta start. I gotta get the titties gone. You know what I mean? Y'all not gonna catch. Y'all ain't catching me. Y'all ain't catching me slipping this shit. All right. Y'all ain't catching me slipping. I'm gonna do my own fucking sauntering into the goddamn pool like Hotep Jesus did. I'm gonna have abs and shit.
Hey, yo, I do not regret posting that picture.
I'll put my cell phone blast.
I do not regret that at all.
I'll put my cell phone blast like a year ago.
Listen, let me explain. That night, I just thought like, hey, okay, so I haven't been to this whole Hotep Con thing. I was like, all right, so I'm watching Hotep Con 2022 behind the freaking scenes. And lo and behold, I see this big ass dude, like just come up from the water. And I'm just like, nah. I gotta take this into the court. I can't do this shit right now, damn it.
Yeah, I called myself out because I saw the behind the scenes when it dropped, and I was like, "Hey, yo!" I said, "I know Taylor didn't do this to me, yo. I know Taylor didn't put this shit in here with no context." Oh my God, we was drinking and we was making fun of Hotep Jesus. I was like, I remember that bullshit he pulled in the pool the year before where he tried to do that fucking GQ shit. And they was like, well, show us what he did. And I fucking was all drunk. I was like, this nigga look like, and then I guess Taylor just clipped that shit and I looked like a fucking beached whale. Fucking orca coming out the fucking water. I had called myself out for that shit. I remember I put that shit on the street. I said, I gotta explain myself, goddammit. Because I was like, he got my dumb ass. Oh my gosh, that shit was hilarious. That was a fun time. That was the first. That was from the first Hotep Con.
Right.
No. That was from the second Hotep Con. I'm sorry. That was from the second Hotep Con.
Okay.
So I was making fun of him for the first Hotep Con. That was during the second Hotep Con when he did that nonsense.
Right.
When he got me slipping like that. And I was out of shape that second Hotep Con, bro. Oh my God, I was in bad shape. I'm pretty sure I had the sugar. The second Hotep Con, I'm pretty sure I had the sugar. Dead ass.
Hey, listen. Everybody's saying that like, hey, yo, man, like, yo, you was foul for posting that. I was not foul for posting that picture.
Nah.
I thought that I was going to get some wholesome content, but I see. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole, but like.
Everybody got that. Everybody's seen that shit, but nobody see. Well, I was like, nobody's seen where they had the behind the scenes where I'm fucking loading the fucking Hellcat up, crack, because Brody because everybody was hungry. We all got in late that night. We got in at like 11. I think my flight landed at 11, and we all get in the car with Brody, and everybody talking about they hungry. So he's like, well, fuck it, it's a Burger King. I mean, McDonald's right by the hotel. So. Yeah. He it's kind of rough around there though. So I'm like, oh shit. So he go, yo, you got your shit on you? I'm like, yeah. So I told HJ reach in my luggage and grab my gun case. So in the fucking footage in the behind the scenes, you hear them talking and all you hear is me go crack with the fucking gun like we about to run up on fucking McDonald's. I was like, y'all want to pull that shit, but y'all want to pull me with my titties out coming out the water looking like fucking Lady of the Lake. Oh my God. But no, it was still a fun time. That shit was fun. That was the year we saw Jabari almost kill himself. Jabari shot a Desert Eagle for his first gun. Oh my goodness gracious. That shit was fucking hilarious. We was like, what the fuck? He was like, this shit look crazy. That gun was like, bah. You seen the videos where the people shoot the gun and shit like about to hit them all in the face. I was like, oh, Jabari about to fucking take himself out. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, hopefully you make it. I know hopefully we doing Miami. They said it was Miami, so I know I'm gonna get my ticket once we get that shit finalized and squared away. My ass gonna be down there, and I ain't gonna be slipping this time. I'm gonna be out there, bitch, looking like I'm supposed to be at fucking Venice Beach. Hopefully. Right. Not washed up on the beach.
Right.
Oh man.
All right, man. I'll see you later, man.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
Appreciate you.
Hey, Tabak.
Yeah, my man Retro Neon in the building. Yeah, Jabari became a man that day.
Yeah, shout out to Jabari.
Yeah, shout out to Jabari, yo. Yeah, I was like, yo,
no fear in his game.
I was like, yo, tripping. I was like, he did it though. He shot all the shots too.
He did.
I was like, my man. So, what's this you sent me?
Oh, Rudy was asking what's that red heifer stuff about. You want to go? You want to go down that line again?
Okay.
Remind the viewers.
Oh, this the TBN joint you just sent me?
Yeah. Do we have anything?
Let's go ahead.
Do we have anything else we're going to talk about also?
Nope. Nope. We can go straight to it.
I'll pause this along the way and give y'all some.
Here we go.
Feedback or something.
Let's get it.
Plot of land on the Mount of Olives and 5 red heifers. All these elements are in place for what some Jews and Gentiles believe is the key to building the third Jewish temple. Some also believe it indicates the...
So the Texas rancher, he flew these 5 red cows. So the holy red cow hasn't been seen in like 2,000, 3,000 years. So once the prophecies in the Bible or what they are looking at is that if you get this red heifer, then you sacrifice him at a certain age, as long as he's completely 100% pure. If he doesn't have any marks on him, no black hairs, he's just a red cow, a holy red cow, then you can sacrifice him. And then if you sacrifice him, you can start work on building this third temple, because the other 2 temples already got destroyed. Temple 1 with Solomon and Temple 2 with the other character, Ebzed or whatever his name was. I forgot right in a second. So that's what we're getting into. So on April 22nd, they're going to announce if the rabbis have declared this red heifer is the official red heifer. And that means that they're going to have to sacrifice it on that mountain, and they might have to start building that third temple, which will tick off the Middle East. We could play it again. Right. See some more on there. It shows some video of it, I think, too.
The coming of the Messiah. Chris Mitchell reports from Jerusalem.
The 5 red heifers are now in a secure, undisclosed location in Israel. Plans include moving them sometime soon to a visitor's center in Shiloh, where the tabernacle of the Lord once stood for nearly 400 years. The book of Numbers explains that ashes of the red heifer are used to purify priests for their service in the
picture that it just showed right there. That is also known as the Cohen. And so they've got these priests, the priests, the Levi, those priests are there already. And they're like away from everybody in secret locations, along with this holy cow. That's where we get the term holy cow from, when people are like, oh, holy cow. It's because of the red heifer. So the red heifer is the holy cow. And these guys would be the priests that would help sacrifice it when it hits age 3. And then get started on that temple. But a rabbi would have to declare this is the first real holy cow in whatever, 2,000, 3,000 years, something along those lines.
Purify priests for their service in the temple.
Now the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord has commanded, saying, Speak to the children of Israel that they bring you a red heifer without blemish, in which there is no defect, and on which a yoke has never come. You shall give it to Eleazar the priest, that he may take it outside the camp, and it shall be slaughtered before him. Its offal shall be burned. For the water of purification, it is for purifying from sin.
So back in those ancient period, when people had sins, they would take either the scapegoat or they would wait to get a red heifer, and then the sacrifice, either the sending away of the sire, which is the scapegoat, into the wilderness so it could die, represented all the sins piled on, metaphorically and spiritually, into that being. But then this is for purification purposes, because this animal is the holy cow, is also seen as being pure. So it's in a way taking on the sacrifice of sin also, as a pure sacrifice, which then for Christians, Jesus took on those sacrifices.
Jabari said, "Oh shit, my son can serve as a Levitical priest. He's from the tribe of Levi."
Yeah, yeah, the Levites, and with the I think they're going to be mixed with the Levites and the Cohens, if I'm not mistaken, when they do the the sacrifice ritual, which will be on that mound, the Mount Shiloh.
Now between 1.5 to 2 years old. To replicate the ceremony mentioned in the Bible, they need to be at least 3 years old. And within that time span, they cannot have a blemish or anything that would disqualify them for the ceremony, even one white or black hair. According to those working on the project, the ceremony of the red heifer needs to be performed on the Mount of Olives and in a place that would have looked directly into where the temple stood. The land I'm standing on, bought 12 years ago, fits both of those standards. It's had to be exactly at the front.
So they hit you with the 12, which we know is the zodiac, also the year, and also the 12 tribes, and also the 12 disciples. So we might really be getting ready to see this red heifer announced. And then that's the site right there. You can see it right from in that picture. You can see it directly. So yeah, it looks like they might really have it. We'll find out.
Front a place that the priest that made this ceremony can see the Holy of the Holy Place.
Rabbi Yitzhak Mamo heads Yuvnei Jerusalem, dedicated to the goal of rebuilding the Third Temple. He owns the land here on the Mount of Olives.
And we hope that in a year and a half from today, we can make here in this area the ceremony of the red heifer. That actually will be the first step to the temple.
Mamo says the ceremony needs priests who have not been defiled by touching anything dead.
The Temple Institute actually have 9 pure priests. They didn't born in a hospital, okay? They born at home. Because they are priests, so anyway, they don't go to any cemetery, and they are pure, and they are waiting. So we have the priest, we have the red heifer, we have the land, and we have everything ready. We just need to wait another 1.5 years.
Byron Stinson of B'nai Israel, a group dedicated.
Jabari JR said, not one white or black hair. He said, who going through all that?
Yeah, they go through it. You're going to see the rabbi, they'll, obviously when they're going to announce it, you'll see the rabbi going through with the magnifying glass and checking the little animal out everywhere. And then if it's the real deal, if they determine that it's the real deal, then they're going to make the worldwide announcement that they do have the red heifer. So then that's going to spark off a whole bunch of events, one after another.
Dedicated to building up biblical Israel, works with Rabbi Mamo and helped find the red heifers in the U.S. He says these would be the first in 2,000 years, and that the process toward a third Jewish temple began when the Jewish people started their return to the Promised Land from the 4 corners of the world, culminating with Israel becoming a nation.
And then in 1948, in one day, they were reborn as a nation, and nobody said that could happen. And then you move forward, and Israel continues to be this strong nation, and all of these prophecies start fulfilling. There's so many now that have been fulfilled. It's just incredible, the evidence of what God is doing with Jerusalem as the center of that. And the temple is the center of Jerusalem. And so how can it happen and how will it happen? I don't think anyone really knows for sure.
Stinson believes the temple is meant to be a house of prayer for all nations.
In the Bible, it says when Solomon built the first temple, he said, this is a house of worship for all nations. That's what the temple is. And I think a lot of people think it's just the Jewish temple, but that's not true. It's for all the nations of the earth.
Author Joel Rosenberg wrote about the Third Temple in his novel, The Copper Scroll, and tells CBN News Jews have different views on the subject.
Jews are divided, actually, between does the Messiah himself have to come and build the temple, or do you build the temple and the Messiah comes? So among those Jews, Israelis who care, that's actually, they're divided into 2 different camps. I think most Israelis don't think about it, don't care, and actually would get a little worried of talk of a third temple because we already have enough trouble.
Rosenberg also sees various points of view throughout the Christian community.
Those who think about it and those who don't. Most Christians, I think, don't think about the third temple, but those who do believe that it will be built before Jesus returns, for the second coming, not necessarily before the rapture, but definitely before the second coming, and that the Antichrist will take over that third temple during the tribulation. And
in Revelation, if they build this third temple, they'll go back to animal sacrifices, which we haven't seen in a whole long time, because for Christians it's Jesus that took on that sacrificial lamb, but for Israel they're going to go back to the animal sacrifices. Then in the book of Revelation we have the beast coming up and then stopping those sacrifices, which upsets everyone. And then during this time period, so we'll get into theology for a second with you. Where's your belief on the rapture stand?
What you mean? Like, is it going to happen?
Are you with a rapture occurring or not?
Yeah, I mean, it says it in Revelations. It says.
Do you think that it's talking about the body of Christ getting beamed up out of here?
I don't know. That's the thing about it. I don't know how it's going to go down. Like, I mean, it sounds like people going to just be disappearing in the streets, or or bodies dropping in the streets, and you know what I mean. But I believe there's a rapture. I just don't know how it's going to happen.
From my modernistic view of it, both literal, spiritual, etc., I would say it's not necessarily talking about us being up out of here, because it does say in Revelation, if he shall go into prison how he shall go. And then that brings us back into where the gulags are that we talk about, right? I think that I don't think the body of Christ gets beamed up out of here. I think there's that 144,000 that's sealed, that's mentioned, but that's also goes into the 144 frequency or hertz. And I think that's talking about vibrational frequencies. So getting into the fact of us as a body of Christ getting beamed out, it sounds like we don't, because in that same Revelation, it's talking about how if you were to be they're going back and forth. We could go verse by verse, scripture by scripture on it. So no, I don't think so. I think that it's telling us in line that Earth is gonna experience this massive earthquake, unlike anything ever. Then you're gonna have the events we're talking about. I'm getting into Revelation here. Then you have the asteroids that are going to begin hitting and pelting the earth, which is talking about the fire and the brimstone coming down. And then you start to get into this beast figure character that rises up, and it says he hunts down and kills the saints. So if the saints are all raptured, who the heck is he hunting down and killing? It can't be the lukewarm, carnal, or blue-hairs. It can't be the universal.
Because those are the people that don't believe, because all the believers are gone, right?
Yeah, and you have to remember the great falling away. If Revelation tells you that the beast rises up and has the power to kill saints, and that he does, then that's the part I'm going with, because those saints, if all these terrible, horrible things are going on at this point in time, then they're obviously still here. So I got a little sidetracked over into some theology with Cannon for a second. Chat.
You're good. This is a conversation my father should be having with you. He be all over that.
That's what I see it as, a modernistic interpretation of it. But I do believe that it is accurate, because it's biblical, and I know other people view it in other ways and other interpretations of it. However, I've done a lot of studying into it, but I think that that's what they're talking about, if these events are literally going to happen.
Sister Oda says, God says he will not pour out his wrath upon his people, so we can't be here when the wrath comes.
God's not going to harm us, but that beast character that it says come up from the smoke of the abyss is the king of the abyss, Apollyon Abaddon, is said to hunt down and kill the saints. So if he's putting the saints in prison and killing the saints, then he's utilizing the power of Satan over the earth at that time. The king of the world is Satan, so it's not going to be necessarily God's wrath on his called people. Plus, that in and of itself is also going to play into this story of the great falling away. Of many people will be like, shoot, we're going through too much. Maybe this whole thing I should just abandon. and accept the mark, et cetera, et cetera.
Interesting. You want to keep going?
Yeah. I think that we already covered most of the stuff in it. I don't know what they're about to say other than what it is. It's April 22nd. It's going down. We get to find out if that's the red heifer or not. But you said your father thinks it is.
Yeah, my father thinks it is. My father definitely thinks it is. We'll cut it right there. But yeah, my father thinks it is. He's like, oh no, this is definitely the red heifer. They got it.
They got it. So I like that one. When we cover the Kufi on tight stuff, and the one guy's got that crazy music going, and he's like, "We've got them now, people. We've got them now." They tried to get away with it.
Oh, we got your ass now. Yeah. Oh my ditty, or whatever he was saying.
Did you see that? Like, I think Emmanuel or someone in the chat was mentioning, but I saw that they're trying to get Pauly Shore, and they're trying to get Vince McMahon out of here right now. They're both they're both getting the accusations thrown at them that they was out here doing inappropriate stuff. This McMahon can barely
fucking stand up. Jeez.
Gotta cancel. It's that. It's you know that.
It's the Weasel.
That's what Patrice O'Neal was saying.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, they did. Look. They brought back Brendan Fraser. They brought back Brendan Fraser, and they left Pauly Shore at home. They didn't give him any Oscar-worthy roles. And so he was sitting there like, hey, where's my Oscar-worthy role? But maybe he didn't do all the rituals he was supposed to do behind the scenes.
Damn, he got cuck and grape allegations? Oh, Lord have mercy.
He got the allegations. So, they came for that, like Patrice O'Neal said, they came for that favor. Well, they're coming after Vince McMahon, too. Vince McMahon was pretty powerful running that all the business deals he had. Remember, he was tied in with the XFL.
Yeah.
Remember, Donnie T tried to jump in with that too. Donnie T was going to have controlling interest of the USFL, and right now the USFL and the XFL are merged.
Yeah, they just did it.
Oh, you got to go to bedtime.
Woo, man, I'm sorry. It's my team. Y'all know how I go when I start.
Y'all take care. It's Cannon's Betty Pie time. You got getting them PJs, relax, dream about cinnamon butter and biscuits and rolls.
I'm going to Texas Roadhouse tomorrow.
He went to Jared's. Nah, he went to Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse, baby. I ain't bringing no doggy bag. Everything going down the gullet.
Pause.
Just saying. Anyway, guys, you got anything else, Jay?
Nah, we went through so much. We went through so much tonight. How can I put anything else?
Exactly. It's been a lot. We covered it. It was a great episode. It was a fantastic episode.
We threw the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah, no problem, Sister Otis. We appreciate you being here.
Hey, God bless. Appreciate you, Sister Otis.
Jabari said Roadhouse is... See, you know what about Jabari?
What did he say? Roadhouse is nasty?
Yeah.
What Emmanuel said? Emmanuel
said he was contrarian. No, he said Texas Roadhouse is good. He said it's as good as Moonfall. Let me stop. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live, guys. Well, we were live. You want to donate to the channel, $ CannonHotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Also, become a member of the channel. Cup of coffee a day, in a month. You can help support the channel. Anyway, until next time, it's CannonHotep saying be safe, stay strapped, don't miss. Don't eat your steaks well done, people. I'll holler at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take